Okay, so just like select.
Oh, here we go. We just started.
We're hot?
We're hot, baby.
All
We're in the
right.
pocket.
All right, guys. Welcome to the Drive Time Podcast. I'm Alfred Barnes.
And I'm the illustrious Parker Brown.
You like that word, illustrious.
I have no idea what it means, but it is a good word.
That's the third time you used it in an intro.
I think that's gonna be my intro word from now on is illustrious.
All right, we'll have to get.
And I found my thingy too. Hell yeah.
Good news, guys. Parker found his vape. He can keep the grind going.
I'm not gonna be like, Al, can we stop at a 7-Eleven, please?
All right, guys.
What the fuck is this car? Is that a cop? Oh,
Yeah.
that is a cop.
Sitting on the side of 395, guys. Keep your peepers peeled.
Yep.
My
He's not
registration
following us.
expires on Tuesday.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
There's
just
another
got,
fucking cop.
The double cop?
The block is hot.
And he's got his forward lights on. That's not conspicuous.
Subtle.
Okay, we just got done John Yeager's Heckler's Ball. Al, why don't you tell everybody the format of Heckler's Ball?
So basically what happens is each comic gets 6 minutes, all right? They can do 2 minutes uninterrupted, which not everybody's stuck to.
No one's stuck.
What
is
the
that
fuck
another
is with
cop?
all these? There's 3 fucking
Why
cops.
are there more cops? What the fuck? Dude, they heard about the podcast. They're coming.
They're fucking
They
want to
get on
us,
They want to
dude.
get on the podcast, dog.
Oh, my God.
Oh, is that the Washington Monument,
It
too?
is the Washington Monument.
Holy shit, I've never seen it in person before, I don't think.
Really? This is like our 3rd time driving past it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I never looked at it before. I've been focused on, the great jokes I'm going to tell.
That's true. Yeah, you got to stay in the pocket. But, yeah, so we got 2 on stage. We get 2 minutes without interruption, and then for the subsequent 4 minutes of the 6-minute set, people could heckle us. So both audience members and comics could, throw out jabs, talk shit on a joke you told, premise, whatever. So that's the format.
And I don't think, did you know it was a competition? I didn't know it was competition at all.
I saw, John said, or maybe it's just in the description of the event, but it was best heckle gets a prize and best retort gets a prize.
And guess who came in number 1 and 2? The gold and the silver medalist, ya boys from the Drive Time Podcast.
Woo! Yeah, we took it home.
Al won.
Hell yeah. Parker came in a close second, I would say.
I don't think it was close. You had a way better set than me. But, yeah, Al was fucking like a machine gun up there. He would just either talk over people or he would have he was in the pocket when it came to the responses,
Yeah, I was just I'm just going to be angry with everyone here and hope that carries me through the set.
And it did.
But I also like to give a shout-out to Mert Wolf, another Baltimore comic, because there was 3 Baltimore comics on the lineup, and all 3 of us were in the top 4 that got called up. We were all finalists, which is cool, repping while we're in D.C. It's cool to have all the Baltimore comics take it home.
Weirdly enough, and I'm just going to point this out, a lot of women on the heckling show. That's the most women I think I've ever seen on, the greatest percentage of women I think I've ever been on, a lineup with.
Yeah, I think
there might have been more women than dudes, and it wasn't,
Are you saying that's bad, Parker?
I'm saying that's beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, it should be the most representative place in the country. I was going to say on Earth, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But that's where, the sisters, as I call them.
The sisters?
The fairer
sex.
The fairer sex.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I don't even know. Why are they called the fairer sex? Do they have, better judgment or something?
Maybe.
Or is it, fairer,
like their skin color?
Like their skin? Yeah, that's kind of weird.
The whiter sex.
The whiter sex. The paler sex. That is kind of weird.
These women be pasty. That's what I always say.
Bitches be pasty.
Bitches be pasty. Look at that ominous pink light up in that loft apartment.
That is kind of weird. Is that guy growing plants?
That's always my my assumption. There's this one dude who lived in Carroll County. Every time I drive by his house, he had a pink light in his garage, and you could just see marijuana plants through the garage windows. Yeah. I was like, the stones on this fella.
Hell yeah. I mean, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you feel about the old leaf these days? I don't think marijuana. I mean, I think both of us aren't users really at all.
Yeah, I don't really imbibe myself.
Cuz it's just not fun. you know? Or I don't know. It's like I feel like I don't do it just because I have too much shit to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's a great one. Like drinking is like
Great for getting home fast.
Yeah. Or talking to women or having a personality.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Your personality can be he's the guy that gets really drunk.
Yeah, no, and me with weed, like, I do not want to be social. I know a lot of people are, like, social smokers, but, like, if somebody's drunk around me and I, like, imbibe in the devil's lettuce, as it were, I'm like, please stop, you're being too loud. Like, I just want to relax
Go to
and
sleep.
watch Pokemon.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I get that.
Which isn't conducive to most of the people that I hang out with.
Yeah.
So. Also, it gives me panic attacks.
Yeah. It's... I don't get how these people, like, it relaxes you. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You were there for my first weed panic attack.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you
When
realized
you were lying on the couch eating, like, a whole rotisserie chicken or whatever
No, not
at
that.
a party?
I did not have a panic attack. I felt great that night.
Okay.
No, it was when me, you, and Caleb hung out, and me and Caleb were, like, passed out by the time you got there.
Oh, yeah.
And my parents were having a party upstairs. That was my first time.
Oh, yeah, I remember that night.
Yeah.
We watched, like, a movie or something.
Yeah, so I never had issues with it when I was, like, younger. But then it was just, like, I was like, my first edible experience should be 100 milligrams.
Jesus Christ.
And, dude, well,
that's like some, well, I don't know.
That's
I have
a lot.
No,
No,
yeah,
that is a
that's
lot.
like a lot, right?
But it was like, at first, I was like, this is awesome. And I was like, this is great. And I told Caleb, I was like, we're doing this all the time. And then it kept going up, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. Like,
oh, my God.
I had my brother give me the Heimlich maneuver for no reason. I did not handle it well at all.
Also, just imagining your brother, who's a good bit smaller than you, like, trying to give you the Heimlich maneuver is quite a funny thing.
Yeah, but I was fucking obliterated. So me and Caleb were just chilling, watching Hitman's Bodyguard in the living room when you showed up. And I just kept fading in and out, be like, when I wake up, it's going to be good.
That was a weird night because I got there and I was ready to party, and, like, the party was, like, 2 hours before I got there.
Yeah, and it lasted for 25 minutes. From the time it kicked in to the time that I was no longer having a good time.
Okay. Cool. Back to I completely derailed us with that. Back to the show.
Oh, yeah, it was a great time.
It was a great time. A lot of DC comics are very nice.
Yeah.
I think they're a lot nicer than Baltimore comics, to be honest with you.
That's kind of what Mert
Not
was
hating
saying.
on Baltimore. Love my,
Baltimore's just got that edge.
It's got the edge.
Yeah.
It's an edgy, like, DC is, like, almost like a southern city. You know, not a southern city, but, like, Baltimore is firmly an East Coast city where it has that, like, that, like, fuck you vibe to it.
Yeah, no, it's like a baby New York.
Yeah.
You know? It's like just a shrunk down. It's got the edge. It's got the rats, all that good stuff.
Yeah, like the rats. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why, like, they had an apartment available on the first floor of this, like, apartment complex I'm moving into. And I was like, hell fucking no.
Yeah.
That's bugs and rats. That's what's on that first
100%.
floor. But yeah.
Dude, and rats they're way bigger than you expect them to be.
Well, didn't you and Caleb have, like, pet rats, or is that just Caleb?
I did not know. Caleb did. I had a pet hamster and a pet gerbil.
I didn't know those were two different things. I thought they were...
The gerbil is just a hamster with, like, a longer tail.
Ah.
But, no, I had the hamster when I was younger. Its name was Roadrunner.
Okay.
It was a pretty fire little creature, and then it died after, like, a year. But I think...
It kept ordering things from the Acme company?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meep, meep. But,
yep.
And then, I had a pet gerbil, and the only reason I had that is one of the teachers at my high school was like, hey, we need to get rid of this gerbil. Does anybody want it? And I was like, sure. And my parents were like, why'd you get that? And it lived in our garage for like 6 months, and then it died. So
it is weird how animals will just die on you like that.
Yeah. They do be dying.
I had a pet frog when I was younger, and it didn't just die like when I was very young, when I was like 6 or 7, because I was a big reptile kid. I liked snakes and frogs, even though those are amphibians, but like stuff like that. And yeah, the frog didn't just die; it like exploded. Like it just it like gassed up. It didn't explode, but it was like inflated like a balloon, and then just kind of popped. And my parents were just like, "Yeah, it's dead. We don't really know how to care for a frog."
Ugh.
You know what I mean?
Damn. Yeah. No, I had a medley of creatures. I had, I guess, technically 2 snakes. I caught them.
Okay.
And one was a garter snake, and it like died. And the other one was a corn snake that I had for a little bit, and like because it was injured, because I caught it in a fishing trap, and then once it was like healthy, I released it into the wild.
Yeah.
So that was like my hero one, because I'm kind of a hero.
This is kind of weird because I also like caught snakes as a kid.
Really?
Because I was I had all these books on snakes, and like I remember this happened like two or three times, where it would be like summertime and
the living's easy.
And like all the housewives in my neighborhood or whatever like knew my mom, and they like call my mom and be like, doesn't your son like snakes? There's a snake in my backyard, and I don't want it to kill my dog. And like my mom just let me like run up and like just grab a fucking snake.
Oh, you're the snake wrangler?
I was a snake wrangler. Then we put it in a trash bag and throw it in the woods.
You ever get bit?
Nope.
Damn.
Never got bit.
Me neither. I've caught a couple. There was a black rat snake at my grandmother's house. It was like 5 or 6 feet. It was a doozy.
5 or 6 feet?
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Dude, they get long.
Yeah.
And she's like, come kill it. I was like, I'm not going to kill it. But I caught it in like a net and put it in a bucket and released it down by a riverbed.
Oh, really?
But the other one, my buddy, I remember we were walking through the woods, and he picked up the snake, and it bit him once, and it like latched on.
Shit! Yeah, they do have those teeth that like
the hooks.
Yeah, the hooks kind of.
So I grabbed it by the back of the head and pulled it off so it stopped biting him, and then he didn't put it down. So of course it fucking bit him again.
Bit him again?
I was like, yeah, drop it,
God,
dude.
Did he like? Was he like yelling in pain, or was he like?
He's like, oh, it's biting me. One of those things.
Dude, did you see that video that just came out? I saw it on the internet of like a snake handler with like a gigantic anaconda, and it just strangles him. They have to kill the anaconda or whatever.
I don't know.
Oh, did you go the wrong way?
Yeah, I picked the wrong one. I thought I had it. I don't know. This thing was a little misleading. It's saying going to the right.
Oh well, we got time.
Yeah, we're done all right.
We're on the way back. We're not 30 minutes late to the comedy show like our way there.
Yeah, but we made it.
We made it, and we took the medals.
Together we made it. You ever hear that song? It's called
Nope.
We Made It. It's Linkin Park and Busta Rhymes.
I like both of those.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes comes in and he says, as you can see, I've survived the worst, and my life is glorious. You know how Busta Rhymes raps?
Yeah.
And then Mike Shinoda's
Every time
like,
I come around, you know I gotta do that when I do another thing. Yeah, just like yeah.
Mike Shinoda was like, when it all got started, like it was like very different rapping. Because Busta Rhymes and Mike Shinoda are very different rappers.
Whatever happened to Busta Rhymes?
Busta Boss. He got
Boss.
like fucking giant jacked.
Oh yeah, he did. Well, I've realized in my adulthood, this took me too long to realize, is dudes that get jacked like that are just on steroids.
On steroids, yeah.
Like it's not like, oh, you can work out a ton and get that like crazy yoked. Like you literally just are on steroids.
Yeah, goddamn, where is this detour taking
the
me?
fuck?
I am on a road that was never a road.
Okay, if you guys are there's no traffic. If you guys are on a long, winding, scary road,
shady back road by a water tower with a big H on it.
This is literally a horror movie in action.
If there's something in the road, I'm backing up as fast as I can, and I don't care if I hit anything.
Dude, this definitely is like a horror video game where you find the podcasts of people that were like podcasting while driving too. Holy shit!
Dick joke.
Yeah.
Dick joke.
Where is that a church? That's like the scariest thing you can see on a long old road, because then it's
it's like some weird
church.
God, this is terrifying.
This is terrible. Why are you slowing down? Don't slow
know.
down.
I thought it was a stop sign. What is that building?
Why is there so much trash?
I don't know. Is this a hospital or a retirement home? What the hell? It looks like a hospital.
This looks abandoned. Why are the lights still on?
Always good when you see an abandoned hospital. Is this an abandoned fucking hospital?
This might be an abandoned fucking hospital. But it can't be abandoned. The light's on. That means someone's paying the bill. I think we're just at a hospital.
Yeah, it's like having me cut through a hospital parking lot. What's that say? Oh, my God. Prince George's Hospital Center permanently closed.
No!
Oh, God.
We're at an abandoned hospital! Go out!
Go! Oh, what the fuck?
This is literally a horror movie plot. What the
God.
fuck?
We are clipping the audio so bad, and I don't even fucking care.
This is crazy. What the fuck?
This is horrifying.
We gotta find like a local that's like, don't go down near the...
Don't go down near the abandoned hospital.
People been saying there been some strange things up at that hospital.
Yeah, the little boy disappeared many moons ago. He came back with 3 heads and a half a knuckle.
They call him the bandage man. He's only got bandages.
Oh, somebody's turning in. We should warn him.
Oh yeah. No, don't warn
I can't
him.
see. I don't know what's happening here. I guess I'm just gonna go straight. God damn.
That looks like the highway, but that was so weird. It took us by an abandoned hospital with the lights on.
Yeah, I am more anxious than I was when I got scammed yesterday and then molested by an old woman.
Oh, we're past it. Oh, listeners, we can't tell you how fucking creepy that was. I wish we were doing a bit too. This was not a bit.
Yeah, this was.
We actually took a wrong turn down like a long, winding, fucking scary road. Went past like a church and then went through a tunnel in an abandoned hospital parking lot. Prince George's Hospital.
Yeah, look that up, people, because it's horrifying. And they had a dude. Can you imagine if you went to a hospital? You're like, I'm dying, or my wife's giving birth, and it's just like, go to a different one, buddy. We're closed. Keep it rolling.
It's just like a McDonald's employee at the drive-thru, just like, we're not accepting insurance at this time, so only cash.
Whew. All right, might take me a second to bounce back from that, Parker.
That's fine. That's fine. We're bouncing back. We survived death. We escaped death.
Also, didn't help that it was the scariest road I've ever driven on leading up to it.
You just slowed down.
Yeah, because there was a stop sign.
That's the whitest guy thing to do, is to be like...
Dude, I wish there was like a groundskeeper. We'd be like, let's ask this guy for directions.
Yeah. Ooh, you don't want to go down there. You don't want to go down there near the hospital.
That was whew.
We could film a scary movie there, though. Maybe Kung Fu Christmas can have a... We can rent out the...
Are we talking about Kung Fu Christmas?
Well, let's not give too much away.
We're working on a feature film.
Okay, I'm not going to lie, though. Fucking... that Christmas movie came out. With the guy from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
That's kind of... It's not the same, but it's... You know...
Some layers?
Some overlap. There's
Damn.
some overlap.
Well, we got to send them our time-stamped Google Doc.
A cease and desist?
Yeah. Say, we started writing Kung Fu Christmas a year ago, and it's blocked out the first act.
We do. We did write the first act and then stopped. Maybe that could be a segment on the show as we write the rest of Kung Fu Christmas. For those who don't know, Kung Fu Christmas is a heartwarming Christmas martial arts story. No one steal Al's idea. It's totally Al's idea. But no one steal it. But it involves Santa Clauses of different generations. Mm-hmm. It involves elves and
betrayal.
Kung Fu.
And Kung Fu.
Or as we call it, Gung Fu.
Is that what we call it?
I don't know. But back in the 70s, they weren't sure whether it was Kung Fu or Gung Fu. So, like, they'd be like, we teach Kung Fu, Gung Fu. It's like, that's the same thing, motherfucker. It's like...
And now, like, all boba shops and Chinese restaurants have Kung Fu in the name.
Oh, that's so true. There's the place by my house is Kung Fu Szechuan.
Yeah.
Which is just like...
number 12 or whatever.
That's kind of weird. I don't know. That does... That bit that Mark Norman has about Asian restaurants being more offensive than like slurs for Asian people is just so true.
Yep, other comedians' bits. Can't live with them, can't live without them. That's what I always say.
Have you been listening to any good comedians recently?
No. But my one friend's fiance shared a Eliza Schlesinger clip today.
Oh, Eliza Schlesinger.
It was one where like,
was it how funny was it on a scale from 0 to 10?
I'm gonna put it at a hard 0.
Okay.
But it was one where she's saying like, men who get upset because no women don't have sex with them don't deserve to ever have sex, and they're getting selectively breeded out of the population. And I was like, Jesus Christ, like. But
imagine you said that about fat women too. You know what I mean?
But it was like, it was very uncomfortable. And she shared it with like a little clapping emoji.
Oh my God, dude, that's the fucking worst.
Oh, this person's about to fucking rear end me. I sped up. You don't need to merge. But yeah, it was very uncomfortable. Also, she's like a real like. She bashes other women comics
Yeah.
like constantly.
That's really what it is. Is that she like is like the not like the other girls of women comics, where she's like, everyone else sucks but me.
Yeah.
I can hang with the boys, and it's like there are legitimately good female comics, and you're not one of them.
Yeah.
You know?
No, there's better female comics in the Baltimore scene by a lot.
Oh yeah. Baltimore does have some good female comics, to be honest.
You can just call them comics, Parker.
Okay, Baltimore does have some good comics.
Some of whom happen to
Some
be.
of whom have vaginas.
Mm.
Sorry, I don't want to steal any of their bits.
Oh, this guy.
Okay, don't cancel me, please. I don't know what I'm doing in this podcast, but no.
Parker's doing his classic line through of going, you know what I noticed about women?
You know what I noticed about
Their through line.
the fairer sex?
Yeah. The whiter
sex. Oh God.
Oh.
I need a good like the difference between men and women joke. I feel like every comic has.
Yeah, you've got to have one.
You kind of have one. You have one that's like them jerking off or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that one went over pretty well tonight actually, but yeah, no, that's like my one women men comparison joke. But I feel like it's so easy to do that, and it just be like, ugh. Like you see people, like I feel like honestly, I think it's safer to do like a comparing races bit than it is to do comparing men to women.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, black people be like.
It depends on what race. Like I feel like you can, if you're making fun of white people, that's always allowed.
Yeah.
And it's the funnest. White people do be bad at dancing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
dude.
I suck at dancing. I'm a white guy.
I don't know. You got a little shimmy in the hips.
No, that's just my ADHD, like
Oh, yeah.
like fidgeting. That's
Yeah.
not dancing.
Your restless leg syndrome kicking in.
I have restless body syndrome.
That's
People
true.
get mad at me because I literally do like a two-step all the time when I'm like standing around.
Yeah, you do. You hit the two-step. Do you remember
Two-step.
Unk? Whatever happened to Unk? DJ Unk.
We need to bring back Laffy Taffy.
By D4L, I think. I'm pretty sure Laffy Taffy's.
Yup, in my white tee. Yup, in my white tee. We need to bring that back.
Yeah.
Throw some D's on it.
Throw some D's on it.
That never went away though.
True. Fact. Did you ever hear? I don't know if it's a real Gucci Mane song or if it's a parody. I might have just fallen for it on YouTube, but it's called Short Bus Shorty.
No.
Short Bus Shorty. It got like
holy shit,
dude! It was wild. They had OJ the Juice Man and like stuff. He's like OJ the Juice Man. You know I got stamina. Like I feel like it was a parody, but if it was, the guys they had doing the voices did sound very similar.
Like, really?
Yeah.
God. All right, we can look this up. We have the power.
We do have the tools.
We have.
But do we want the people listening to the podcast to hear a faint background noise of Short Bus Shorty?
Short Bus Shorty. Short Bus.
Dude, you know how many times I've seen like a BuzzFeed article be like, why Gucci Mane has the coldest tattoo in rap, and it's the ice cream cone he has tattooed on his face?
Does that mean he like killed somebody in prison or whatever?
No.
Why?
It means he likes ice cream.
Oh, well, who doesn't?
That's true.
Who doesn't like it? Even, do you like gelato?
I'll eat a gelato.
I like gelato.
I just feel like a douche ordering it.
Yeah.
I get some
like,
gelato.
It's like, just call fucking ice cream Italian people.
Yeah.
And then someone tries to explain the difference to you, and you're like, just shut the fuck up. Just
That's
stop.
like, I love Ritas, but they don't make it easy on you ordering. You're like, can I get a...
They make fun of me.
They're like, can I get a Misto?
Yeah. Dude, I'm not even
Misto
kidding
sounds
you.
like a whack X-Men.
I order I love their custard, right?
Oh, yeah. It's good.
So I get a vanilla custard, or sometimes I get a twist,
Yeah.
with sprinkles on it.
Hell yeah.
And, like, they've legit, like, been like, you really want sprinkles? And I'm like, yes. Is it weird to, like, sprinkles on ice cream? Is that some childish
thing? It also adds a nice texture.
A nice texture.
Nobody ever talks... They always talk about the color, maybe a little pop of sugar.
Yeah.
Nobody ever talks about the texture. I think that's what sprinkles bring to the table.
That's what they bring to the table. If they had some nuts, I'd be like, hey, dip it in nuts.
Yeah.
But Dude, that Rita's custard, man. Oh,
It's crazy.
It's never like too frozen too. Like I feel like a lot of like ice cream can be a little too
Tough.
frozen.
Yeah, tough on the teeth too.
Which I realize now is like the pussiest thing I've ever said. Is don't you? What's the deal with ice cream being too cold?
It's too hard.
You buy it because it's cold and you go, damn, this is too cold.
Oh man, we got another through line. It's just fucking shitty Jerry Seinfeld impressions. But no, I do like the Mistos because they mix the frozen ice and the custard together.
I'm not a fan.
Really?
I think the twain should never meet.
So
I feel like it's like blasphemous.
So there's like flavor pairings you got to go with. Blueberry with chocolate because it's like a chocolate covered blueberry, which is one of my favorite fruit desserts.
I like it.
And then you go peach with the vanilla.
That makes sense. Peaches and cream.
Yeah. They also had this flavor, banana split cream, which sounds sexy as fuck.
I'm not a banana guy, though.
Dude, it was the best flavor. The only problem is they put little mini chocolate chips. Every once in a while, one will shoot to the back of your throat. Fucking, gag you up.
And you just get, like, too aroused when that happens?
Yeah, I'm like, choke me harder, Mr. Daddy. But, yeah, the Ritas in Eldersburg, Maryland was always popping because he'd be like, you call me in the morning, I'll make whichever flavor you want. I'm like, dang.
Oh, are you serious?
That's customer service.
Well, dude, they're like, legit. Like, I remember when you used to get the cherry, like, you would have, like,
Chunks
pieces
of
cherry in there. And, like, they're, like, the good cherries, not, like, the shitty, like, bright, like, fluorescent red
Neon
ones.
red, yeah.
Yeah.
Although
Doritos.
I think maraschino cherries have a time and a place.
They do, and that's in a Shirley Temple.
Yeah, I feel like I might have mentioned this before, but when me and my friend did this bar crawl in Fells Point, there was a place where you could get 2 rail vodka soaked cherries for like 50 cents. And
really, were they good?
No.
Yeah.
No, dude, something about vodka maraschino cherries does something to the texture where it's like,
ugh,
it's
like breaks it down almost.
It's kind of what I imagine like if you ate moon sand.
I don't know what moon sand is.
You know, remember it's like the moon sand you could like sculpt. It was like halfway between clay and sand. It was like it would like be like sandy and powdery and stuff, but you could like mold it into stuff. But I'm trying to think of another thing and I can't. So, moving on.
Moon sand? You mean like a Middle Eastern country? Sorry.
That's the one.
That's the one.
You remember moon shoes?
I remember moon shoes.
Moon shoes.
I never had them. Did you have moon shoes?
No, I didn't have moon shoes.
No one was rich enough to afford moon shoes.
Well, I gotta be honest. The kids did not seem to be getting that much air in the commercials.
Yeah, they didn't. It had just like a little bit.
They would just like jump off the bottom step. I'm like, yeah, it's because you jumped off the bottom step. Like you got a little more air. You're jumping from higher.
Like we're gonna give you little mini trampolines to bounce around in.
Yeah.
Also, trampolines are like the most dangerous thing in the world.
Oh yeah.
I loved trampolines as a kid, but like, it's some ridiculous number of people die every year from fucking trampolines.
Caleb got his sack stuck in the spring.
Oh no!
Yeah,
oh,
dude,
no!
If you listen to the first non-actual conversation podcast, which is me and Caleb's one from like 5 or 6 years ago,
damn,
we talk about it. Yeah, he got like his sack pinched. He's got like a scar on his balls now. Which is kind of gnarly.
That's kind of hard though.
Yeah, no, it's gangster.
Like if you're in prison and they see you got a scar on your balls, they're like,
instead of scar face, it's
dude.
Scar sack.
No, scar sack.
You cocks want to play rough? Okay.
He's like holding the dude out of the helicopter, but it's by his sack or whatever.
Yeah. Just like cocaine on the tip of your dick. Oh man!
Say hello to my little balls.
But now, if you were to have kids and get them a trampoline, would you go net or no net?
I don't know what a net is.
The net that goes around the trampoline.
Oh, you gotta go net, dude.
Come on. I feel like it's. Yeah, I hate to be.
I feel like I've fallen off of a trampoline with no net, and it like for some reason your mind thinks that like when you've been jumping on a trampoline for a little bit, your mind thinks all ground is that soft for a little bit. So when you fall off of it, you're like, your body goes, oh, this is gonna be soft, and then it feels like you're jumping into concrete, basically.
Right. Well, and not only that, but your brain's also like, this is where the ground is at the trampoline level.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And then you're like, wow, I've been falling for a while.
It is weird that your brain just immediately adapts to like your brain just like, oh, this is how life will be forever is on this trampoline.
Just bounce it around.
Just bounce it around. I wonder if like we'll eventually get advanced enough like civilization that we'll have a trampoline planet where literally the whole thing is a trampoline.
That would be fun. Everybody would have like awesome calves, for sure.
You think that's what builds up the calves? That's the secret to the calves?
But yeah, you know, bouncing on a trampoline is like one of the best workouts for you.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because you're like constantly engaged. Like you can't like really, unless you like sit down, you can't like take a break on a trampoline.
I feel like you look really fucking dumb though if you buy like a mini trampoline to like bounce around on or whatever.
Dude, my grandfather at like 75 was hopping on the trampoline.
Really?
He had one at his house for the grandkids to jump on. Every once in a while, he would go and he'd be like, "I do about 2 bounces, get about half giddy, hop off." That's what he would always say.
Half giddy?
Dude. He's like a 5 foot tall country boy from Carroll County.
Oh, wait, your granddad's only 5 foot tall?
Yeah, he's pretty short. Maybe like 5'3" or 5'4".
Yeah, he's a short boy.
Yeah, you'd feel pretty confident. But dude,
I would feel confident.
I have like very like, you know, I mean my mom and grandfather died, but like because I have 3 because my dad's grandma remarried, my dad's mom remarried, but my mom's dad, like he used to work for the telephone company, so he'd like climb the telephone poles, which is nuts. Have you ever done that? Have you ever like climbed with the little hooks on your foot? I did it once, and it is like scary because you're like, man, if like one of these hooks, like because you just have these little hooks in your feet.
But do you have to like reattach them every step?
Yeah, you step and stab and step and stab. That's how you get up. And then you have this leather strap that goes around the telephone pole, which I guess would like keep you from falling for a little bit, but it also smashes your face into the telephone pole if you fall. But dude, he was like 75, and he's like, "I'll show you how they work." And he just at his house, like obviously no safety equipment or anything, just scurried up a fucking telephone pole, like climbed it up. He's like, "It's this easy," and I was like, "You're in your 70s, dude." Like he had to be at least 70 when he did it.
That's insane.
Yeah, because he died at like 80, 81, and I was probably, I don't know, like.
Maybe he knew the secret workout was trampoline bounces and climbing telephone poles.
Yeah.
Maybe we've been thinking about exercise all along. Because if you think about it, we are simians, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We do have an urge to climb things.
Yeah, dude, I do love climbing a tree. I just feel like it's such a faux pas when you're an adult.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, getting up at a tree, you're like, hell yeah.
Also, my body shape right now, not good for climbing.
Yeah, you make a hell of a tire swing, though. That's how I broke my tooth. I had one of those swings where it was like the rope and then it was like a metal, a plastic saucer on the bottom.
Okay.
And I went to get off it and I spread my legs too far and it shot from between my legs and my hands acted as a pivot point and it smashed my fucking tooth out.
Damn.
It was like my first adult tooth and I broke it in half.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
Dude, I fucking cried and I canceled on my friend. We were supposed to go on a canoeing date with my friend's family. And
you missed the canoe?
I know, missed the canoe.
That should be that sounds like a euphemism too.
Yeah, also knock on wood, but I still have the same fake tooth. And the dentist was like, I've literally never seen one last this long on a front tooth. I've had it I guess I got it when I was like 7.
Yeah.
And I'm about to be 27. So it's been on for a while.
You're taking good care of it.
Got
you
to.
oil it?
No, I just only.
I honestly didn't even know you had a fake tooth.
Yeah, my front left one. Yeah, I only bite on the right side of my mouth.
Oh, that's the secret the dentists don't tell you.
Yeah.
Is only use one side of your mouth.
Hate it. Well, it's like $600 to get it replaced. So
jeez.
I have to be careful with it. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
All right, here's a question. Okay, you win like the lottery. You win like $1 billion.
Right.
And you get like $1 billion after taxes, I mean.
Yeah.
Do you do any body mods? Do you get any surgeries or anything like that? Do you get the Biden teeth with the veneers?
I think I would definitely load up a lot of stupid tattoos.
Okay.
Like, because who cares?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to work.
You don't have to work.
Although, to be honest...
Some of those guys, though, now are looking pretty stupid with their tattoos.
I agree. I agree with that.
Tattoos used to be more tasteful.
Yeah, and I hate to be one of these people, but I feel like a lot of people in our generation are going to regret some decisions here in about 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
But no, like, also, have you seen that one comedian who is, like, covered in tattoos? Like, has his neck done, the sides of his head.
Really?
He has this joke where he's, like, because he's, like like bombed. And he's like, yeah, I get Mountain Dew so much at this gas station. They know me as the Mountain Dew guy. And, like, you know how much Mountain Dew you have to drink to not be known as the tattoo guy. Because he's, like, covered. He's pretty good. But I got to be honest, like, it's distracting when I watch his stand-up. I think he has, like a set on, like, Dry Bar Comedy or something like that.
Oh, okay.
He is good, but, like, I think it is distracting. Like, I can't think of, like, any popular comics that I like that have, like, sleeves.
No, not really.
You know?
The sleeve. I like the tribal, like, shoulder into the arm thing.
Really?
I like that one a lot. No, you don't like that?
No, I think that's, like, notoriously a douche tattoo.
Okay. Well, I don't know much. See, I don't have any tattoos.
Yeah, that's like in the 90s when they would get the tribal tattoo and a sun around their belly button.
Okay,
those were the
but
tats.
all right, Bradley from Sublime had a sun around the belly button.
Yeah, that's why they got it.
Also, dude, people have been shit-talking Sublime recently, acting like it's a bad band, and I feel like I'm starting to get to be an old person where I'm like, don't you dare say a fucking bad word.
Yeah, when you
about
say people, you mean me.
Oh, you?
Yeah. Dude, okay, here's my thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Sublime is...
Tell me about how Dimebag Darrell is better than Sublime. A guy named Dimebag Darrell.
I mean, instrumentally speaking, Dimebag Darrell's one of the best guitarists of all time.
Instrumentally speaking.
But, no,
Instrumentally speaking, shut the fuck up. No,
I just say, no, Sublime is just like, I guess they're supposed to be ska, but they're not good at ska.
They're punk ska.
Yeah.
They're the fusion.
I don't know.
That's like being like Rage Against the Machine's supposed to be funk, but they don't really do funk.
I don't know if I dislike ska or if I dislike people who like Sublime.
All right, that's fair. There are a lot of people that like Sublime that are douchebags.
Like every person I talk to who likes Sublime, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Well, it depends on what era. All right, this is going to sound like a douchebag thing to say, but it does depend on like what era of Sublime they're talking about. Like if they're talking about the pop era where they're like, oh, I love Santeria, it's like, yeah, you might be a douchebag.
Santeria, I don't like. That's probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
Popular. I do like Doing Time. That's a good song.
Bad
it's got a cool
Fish is my
instrumental.
karaoke song.
Yeah.
But 40 Ounce to Freedom, I think that's like a front to back album where it's like,
right.
Like I like pretty much every single song on there.
Okay, here's the deal. I won't badmouth Sublime at all. If you can admit that in What I've Got, he says I can play the guitar like a motherfucking fire, and then does the worst guitar solo in history. Yeah, that's like
I can admit that,
and I'm definitely not the first person to make that observation, but I just feel like I'm like, why is that the one you double down on?
Oh, totally. I mean, they aren't the best instrumentalists, but I think they write some pretty good songs. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna pretend like they're Bad Fish is the hardest song to play on guitar. It's not.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I may be wrong, but I think Linkin Park and Sublime had beef for a little bit. I think that was a thing, because I remember I was watching this interview of somebody in a different band, and they were like, "Who do you like better, Sublime or Linkin Park?" And he's like, "Sublime, because Linkin Park." Or no, it was Linkin Park versus somebody else, and they picked the other band because Linkin Park had beef with Sublime.
Really?
Or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know the semantics of it. But although, when did the vocalist for Sublime die?
I honestly don't know. I think it might have been like early 2000s, 90s.
Okay. Well,
it wasn't. It was like before I started listening to them.
If Linkin Park had beef with them, like,
yeah,
their first album came out in 2000.
Well, maybe they had beef with Sublime with Rome.
Oh, yeah.
Who did have one good song. Panic. I don't know. I like that music. I like Sublime.
I will say that is like kind of a more tasteful way to like continue on a band after like a main member dies. Like, I get that.
You can't keep calling it Sublime when Bradley dies. And I think the dog had died too, the Dalmatian. So, you know.
That's a bummer too, because he would just run around on the stage. That is kind of cool.
It is cool for a band to have a dog. Like, do you remember, like, Firehouses used to have dogs? A lot of different groups used to have dogs.
Yeah. What do you think the worst working dog would be?
What do you mean?
Like the dog that would bring the least to a place of employment, and where would he be
Any
working?
of the tiny dogs.
Yeah, I agree.
I think, I think probably a Chihuahua be up there.
I'd agree
Cavalier
with that.
King Charles Spaniel. My dogs, I love them, but I don't think if you put them on a sled, they could, do a lot of work.
Well,
I don't think they're hunting dogs.
That's the thing. Like, my family has a basset hound. All right.
Yeah.
They're pretty lazy, but they also have like in the top 3 best senses of smell of any of the
Really?
basset. Well, yeah, because they got the floppy ears, like stir up the ground and help them smell better.
Oh, really? That's how they
Yeah.
have the floppy. I didn't know that.
So it's like, and like it catches stuff in all the folds in their skin and stuff. So they're like really good tracking dogs, and that's why. So the way that they gauge the intelligence of like a breed of dogs is it's like how many times you have to teach them a trick before they like do it consecutively.
Okay.
Right. And the thing with Bassets is I think they're just lazy. I don't think because they're rated like 75th. Like they are very.
Oh, they're like the least trainable dogs or whatever?
Yeah, well, they rate them as like one of the dumbest dogs. But I was like, I just don't think they want to do that. Like,
yeah, whereas like a golden retriever will like do whatever the fuck you tell it to
yeah,
do.
like sorry, their golden retrievers a pick me girl, but like Basset hounds are like. Nah, dude. And also, I've seen dogs lay in positions that look uncomfortable. I've never seen a Basset look uncomfortable before.
Yeah.
Those dogs can just, like, nuzzle in.
So you think, like, if you gave your Basset hound, like, a scent, like a sock, it could track somebody?
Yeah, and I think, you know, if the scent was attached to a little la cocaína, they'd be motivated, right? They're just not a motivated dog.
You're going to give your dog cocaine?
Cocaine, yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
All right, you heard it here first, employers. No, just kidding.
Dude, my one of my coworkers at the collision center, her husband has like all these crazy diseases and shit, like 8 kinds of cancer, that kind of situation, and so she had like marijuana. I guess they were just edibles, but it's something called like Rick Simpson oil or something, which Caleb talks about a lot. I don't actually know what it is.
Who's Rick Simpson?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
Some stoner shit where like you know the producer by name.
Yeah, well, it was one of those situations where they had said it so many times and I never asked, and it felt like it was too late.
Yeah,
so I'd just be like, "Oh, word!" Like, but it was.
Oh, you got that Rick Sims.
Yeah, it's like I think it's just like hash oil or something, but it would be mixed in with like food. Anyway, so she had 2 pugs and they ate it. And they were stoned for like 3 days. Yeah.
Really?
And you know pugs are fucking have a hard time breathing anyway. So one of those things. You know that you can't like legally breed pugs now or something?
Yeah, well they're fucked up, dude. Like they don't have a...
Yeah, have you ever seen one skull? It is sad.
Yeah, they don't have a happy existence.
I told you could hit traffic late on 695. Look at us.
Well, that's because they have a bunch of lanes closed for no fucking reason at all.
It's 10:27 on a Thursday night. And we're in bumper-to-bumper traffic on 695.
This is fucking stupid. They should never close roads. Why do they ever close roads?
Well, I feel like there should be a more effective way to repair a part of the highway.
Yeah. They should have figured it out by now.
Like, see, I know the purpose these rumble strips serve, but if they weren't there, that could be the lane.
Yeah, I mean, totally. Have people go on the shoulder for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I've just been thinking more and more how cool it would be if we could, like, train places. We could like take the train.
I mean, you can't. Trains are still around. They didn't get rid of them.
But like you didn't have to drive to the train station.
Hold on, that reminds me of something. This is like a little over a year ago. I was ordering a Christmas gift for my friend, and it got delayed. And I looked up the reason for delay, and it was like it said delayed due to train derailment. I was like, what the fuck? We're not talking to Pony Express, bitch. Like, get the fucking mail here.
Horse got hungry. Your package is delayed.
I would rather they just said, like, delayed to a shipping chain issue.
Yeah, rather than tell you that
train
it's a train
derailment made me so fucking irrationally angry.
That's hilarious. Oh, dude, fuck this guy. He's going to
alternate
try and
merge.
Yeah. Dude, fuck this guy. Fuck you,
I'm letting the minivan in. I can't let you in, too. I'm sorry.
Let the minivan in.
Go ahead. Honda Odyssey for doing it the ethical. We're recording a podcast,
We're recording
bitch.
a podcast, you fucking...
Oh, God. He was a person of color. Here we go.
Oh, shit. Oh, he's going to try and go in front. Oh, fuck that. Oh, dude, look at these people. These people are unbelievable. We're, like, at the place where you have to merge, and, of course, these fucking dickheads are going to let them in.
Here's the deal. There's already scratches on this Odyssey's bumper, so I'm riding it.
Oh, dude, fuck that shit. I hate those people so much. I hate them so much.
Like, if the cones are already coming into the lane, get the fuck over.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
Dude, I think about swerving between these cones every time I drive by them. There's, like, a real impulsive part of me.
Oh, totally.
That's, like, weaving.
Well, that's the thing is when you drive on the highway, you never know how much distance stuff is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're moving so fast. Because, like, clearly we could fit this car between these cones.
Oh, totally.
But when you're cruising, you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. It's a
You
small
also don't
window.
know, like, how fast you can swerve relative to how, like, fast you're going forward.
Totally. Have you ever drifted a car?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it easy?
Yeah. So we used to take this car after me and my friends would have
This car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's why there's scratches on the roof. I'll get to that in a second. But me and my friends would have a couple drinks at a mic called Guido's, which is no longer in Frederick. That would have $1 vodka crayons and $2 Miller High Life. So everybody was having a lovely time.
Yeah.
So we would leave there and we would take my car to there's an abandoned drift track out near Frederick.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's right by the drag strip 7580. And so we would take my car out there, and yeah, so my car's front wheel drive, so it's not like built for drifting. You're really just sliding, but you just have to go as fast as you can into a turn, cut the wheel, and then rip the e-brake, and the shit just slides.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it's fun. I like literally crashed it into the trees though. I crashed.
Oh my God.
I was so scared I wasn't gonna be able to get it out because we didn't have another car. So like if we were stuck there, we were stuck there. But like I went off the embankment thing.
Wait, you hit a tree?
I hit like a bunch of small trees. Yeah,
oh,
not like
shit.
a big tree.
Okay.
And that's why there's a couple of the many scratches on the front of my car.
Yeah.
And then my friend drifted too wide and went under a tree, and you just heard like branches going on my roof.
God.
But it was fun. He's like, yo, can I drift your car? I was like, I was like, if you mount my next set of tires for free, and he was like, deal. And so, because he was like a mechanic.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck yeah. So I just let him like crash my car into shit, and then he'd fix it for free. It was a cool deal.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. But
dude, that's fair enough.
Dude, I missed the drift track days. They were like, it was
dun. They call him DK.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong?
Donkey.
That's honestly kind of racist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Donkey Kong.
Because it is Japanese, but like,
Drift King.
Drift King. I wish I was the Drift King.
Yeah, dude, no, Tokyo Drift is probably my favorite of the franchise.
Yeah.
My cousin was telling me he was talking to somebody though, and they said that Tokyo Drift is the worst Fast and Furious movie, and I was like, way to have the worst take of all time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's so much worse than the first Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah. Yeah, the first one's not that good.
It's not good at all.
Yeah,
There's like 2 street races in it.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift is the most racing one. The only other one where there's races is Too Fast, Too Furious, which is the next best one.
I've only ever really seen the first 2, to be honest with you. It just didn't interest me as a franchise.
Yeah, no, they went downhill pretty hard, in my opinion.
Are they still making more?
Yeah, I think the 10th one just came out or is about to come out.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, they can't stop, won't stop. Just like us, because my car desperately needs new brakes. But
because, yeah, those just, like, make the money.
Yeah, guys,
they
if
just
you
print money.
If you want to make a donation to the podcast,
yeah, we need brakes.
You can send it to my name on Venmo is just Alfred Barnes, and you can just put drive time in the comments, and we'll know that it's for gas or car repairs. Because donate a gallon of gas. It's $3.43 a gallon right now.
Okay, $3.43 a gallon.
Send us $3.43.
$3.43.
No, we're not
whoring ourselves for money.
It's literally just because I filled up my car yesterday, and we've done these 2 days of drive times, and literally the gas light just came on in my car.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Do we have to stop for gas?
No. I got 48 miles.
Okay.
That'll get me home.
Your gas light comes on at 48 miles?
Yeah, it gives you a pretty good heads up.
Mine comes on at like 20 miles. It's
dude,
like,
also,
get the fuck home.
I've been on like 0 miles left for like 15 miles before.
Are you serious?
Yeah, rife with anxiety though, because the one time I was trying to get to Zissimo's, but they had the exit I normally take closed, so I had to take a different one.
Yeah.
And it was the scariest part of Baltimore I've ever been in my entire life, with a gas light that's been on longer than I've ever seen it be on in my car. Like, it was at 0 for like 20 minutes. But there was no gas stations, and I was like trying to navigate to one in Baltimore, and it was like cops pulled up, and there was a body laying on the road. I don't know that it was dead. It could have been somebody had a heart attack or somebody wasn't feeling good. But
Jesus.
they were surrounding somebody laying on the ground. All the buildings are boarded up. I was like, fuck me.
Fuck that
What
shit.
am I going to do if I run out of gas? Be like, excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Gentlemen, verily a good day to you. Yeah, there are some bad parts of Baltimore.
You don't say. I don't think that's a hot take.
I don't know. I normally just bop around Fells and Canton and Fed Hill, which I guess is just like the touristy parts, but, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. It's not like horrible.
You don't think?
No.
I don't think it's that bad either. I don't know. People over-exaggerate it, though. Like
I agree with that.
Especially, like, a lot of people out in, like, Baltimore County, where I live, like, a lot of my parents' friends are like, I'm never going in the city. What if a squeegee boy accosts us? And it's like, just say no. They, like, most of them will just leave you alone.
Also, people act like the Inner Harbor is the crown jewel of Baltimore.
It used to be cool, though. It did used to be cool.
It did.
Like, even when I was in high school, the Inner Harbor was, like, pretty fucking sick. Like, you had the Bubba Gum Shrimp and shit.
Yeah, Hard Rock Cafe, baby.
Hard Rock Cafe. And, like, it's literally been, like, within the past 10 years that it's gone completely abandoned.
Yeah, it's definitely a downward turn.
Oh, yeah.
But, I don't know.
I mean,
the aquarium's cool. I feel like that's what everybody says. They're like, we got the aquarium.
It is a cool aquarium, but, like, even the coolest aquarium isn't as cool as, like, SeaWorld. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need the big animals. You need the big stuff.
That's true. But then SeaWorld is like the one thing where I'm like, I get why people protest that.
Oh, yeah. It's not good.
Whales should definitely not be in swimming pools.
I think a lot of animals really shouldn't be in captivity.
I agree, but
like,
I see
lions shouldn't be in captivity.
Yeah.
Even though it's cool as fuck to have, like, a lion tamer.
Yeah.
They still shouldn't, you know. Like,
Jesus Christ, there's a massive chandelier in that Coliseum we just passed.
You saw the chandelier?
Yeah, I want to swing from it.
Wanna swing.
Lots of singing in this podcast.
What if the song wasn't I wanna swing from the chandelier, but it was just I wanna swing. It's like, are you trying to tell me something, honey?
We're making the assumption that they're swinging because it's fun. But maybe there's just a rope that they don't mention, and that's why they're swinging.
Oh, no. It's, oh, God.
Yeah. What if there's a darker meaning to Sia? Or is it Sia or Sia? I feel like it's Sia.
I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hey.
Maybe that's her counting how many notches
trying to muster up the strength
she needs in the noose. Do you know how to tie a noose? I have no idea how to.
I'd
be so bad at killing
I feel like
myself.
as somebody from Carroll County, I should say no.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Is it hard?
No, it's not hard.
Is it an easy one?
You literally make an S with a rope. You tie it around 2/3 of the, like you wrap the rope a couple times around 2/3 of the S, and then you feed it back through the loop. So I hope nobody listening to this podcast is depressed. So, but that's what we'll put on the Patreon.
Yeah.
How to tie a noose with Alan Parker.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I learned that shit in Cub Scouts.
They teach you that in Cub Scouts?
Yeah.
Like, all right, you got your suicide badge, okay? If you ever need to... Because, well, I guess you use a noose for other things, too.
Yeah, all those other uses for a noose.
Well, I don't know. Like...
No, there's no other uses for a noose.
So then why do they teach you it at Cub Scouts?
I don't know. They're not real discriminate with the...
Yeah.
They're not discriminate with the knots they teach. They are discriminate on the people they use them on.
Oh, my God.
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus. I mean...
I used to think I had so much game in high school. I'd be like, yeah, I'm in Boy Scouts, girl. I know how to tie knots. Wasn't good. It wasn't a good look.
How much... You're telling me you didn't slay Poon left and right?
No, dude. They were not impressed by the merit badges at all.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I told you this. I fucked so much in high school.
Really?
Yeah, it just sucked. I went to an all guys school, so.
Damn, that does suck. But still, hey.
Listen.
Head is head.
Nothing gay about sucking a dick, am I right?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's really the most masculine thing you could do.
It is.
As long as you can deep throat the whole thing.
Oh, if you
I feel like you
halfway.
have to be able, because that's emasculating to a certain point.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely like a double-edged sword if somebody can deep throat your whole dick. You're like, damn, that's awesome, but you're also like, damn, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. You did it. You won. End of the road. Or end of the chode, am I right?
Oh, there we go. We found it.
There's the tag. Moving on to the next bit.
And... You know, I think the thing about sucking a dick, too, is I got nothing.
Tell us about it, Parker. Tell us what it's like.
Well, first you have to cry.
Right.
You have to cry a lot, and then you have to say, "I'm sorry, I never cry," even though you cry all the time.
Yeah.
So the second step is lying. His third step is, you know,
And if you gag on it, be
putting
like,
your knee
sorry.
pads on because I got sensitive knees.
Yeah, but if you gag on it, you have to be like, sorry, I think it's just a hair stuck in my throat. You have to play it off.
Some people like the gagging, though. I'm pretty sure.
Not on hair.
Not on hair. Yeah.
But
sorry, I just have another penis caught in my throat.
Sorry, the other guy went a little deeper.
Yeah.
But dude, you know what I always hated is when people would hit you with the hypothetical, like, would you fuck a guy for $1 million?
Yes.
Obviously.
Of course.
Dude, you know what's crazy is when I worked in a restaurant, the kitchen was split on this question, and one of the people
like that exact question.
Yes. Like, would you sleep with a man for $1 million?
Are you fucking kidding me?
They were split. Also, people in a kitchen. What?
Yeah.
I was a little let down. But one of the guys I worked with said, no way I would sleep with a man for $1 million. He came out of the closet recently.
Oh.
I think what he's saying is, I'm doing it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
You don't need to pay me. Never work a day in your life if you love what you do.
I guess that question really is saying, are you poorer or straighter?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guess I'm more poor than I am straight.
Yeah, no, there's like, you know.
I guess the real question should be, how many guys would you fuck for $1 million?
Well, see, I think the concern would be that you get good at it, right? Like
you start throwing it back.
Yeah, like it's one thing, you know, to get fucked by a lot of dudes.
You put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. You finally understand what Missy Elliott meant,
right?
Which is that.
But if dudes start hopping back in line,
dude's like that's the thing. Is you have to be like, hey, you already went.
Yeah.
You have to like mark people's hands or whatever.
Yeah. just imagine dudes washing X's off the back of their hands, like underage people in a club.
No, you draw a dick on it, obviously.
Oh yeah, true.
Come
true.
on. Oh boy.
But
I got some stomach cramps going on right now.
Oh no.
Yeah. Drive a little faster if you don't mind. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to. Oh. That's weird.
What? Did I jolt it back into you?
Yeah, it went back. You reversed the flow.
Oh, good, I guess.
I don't even know. Have you ever heard of like a plumber doing that? They're like, we're gonna reverse the flow. It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe there's. Well, that's when Missy Elliott said, "Put the thing down, flip it, and reverse
she
it."
Reversed it. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
She reversed her flow.
She like squirted it and sucked it back.
Oh God.
Okay. I think that's a good place to end the podcast.
Yeah.
We're right. We're sitting pretty close to an hour.
Big shout out to Missy Elliott. Shout out to John Yeager for getting the Drive Time Boys the stage time, and shout out to the Drive Time Boys for getting the top 2 spots.
Yep. I'm Parker Brown.
I'm Alfred Barnes, and this has been the Drive Time Podcast.
Have a good one. All right. Peace.
Peace.